Hello, what's up, Libra? Welcome, 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 welcome. This is another phone call, and we just are going to talk about a couple of things. We're gonna pull some cards. I got you guys. You can listen to me while you're driving, while you're in the gym, while you're working, and I got you covered. This is just going to be a phone call. So picture we having a little pep talk, okay? And I'm giving you a little personal, and this is how it's going to be, all right? If you're an OG here, you know I used to do this. I actually started this channel doing phone calls, and I've been feeling like getting back to myself lately. In the morning inspo today, I talked about pressing pause on life so you can eventually press play again. Okay, so you can start again. Sometimes we do have to take those necessary breaks where we do have to refocus, where we do have to rejuvenate, where we have to renew, where we have to gain rest, restore, just so we can go out there and play again. You know, when you're a kid, you do all your playing, then you have to eat dinner, you have to go to bed. You may want to get out there and play, but you have to rejuvenate your body. You have to get your rest. You have to press pause. You have to slow down just so you can speed up again. That was kind of like the message. I do want to get like the energy of, you know, what the basis of this reading is going to be about ultimately, because that's what we're here for. This phone call. If you find something here that resonates with you, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. If you want something a little bit more personal, make sure you check the description bar down below. I have information on where you can book a personal reading. Also, if you want to see more content and just support the journey, you can go ahead and follow me on Patreon. All right. All that information is going to be in the description bar down below. Okay, so let's see what the energy is coming through for Libra. Okay, so we have the Hangman here. The Hangman is coming out for you. All right, so this is a change perspective. This is you seeing things totally different. I feel like a lot of this has to do with you pressing pause, because the Hangman is upside down, which means his feet is not on the ground. What's being enlightened is your mind. What's being enlightened is your head, your knowing, your intuition, things like that, your third eye, your crown. You're getting these new downloads. You haven't made any type of movement, haven't turned around yet, but you're seeing things differently. First thing in change is you have to see it differently, think differently, and then automatically you move differently. Automatically you talk differently. You start seeing things. I did see this statue. I was at a person's house. I wasn't in there. I wasn't even supposed to be there. It was just a random stop. And I seen this statue. It was hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. So I do feel like I feel like someone's perspective is changing in a sense of what they deem as what they're going to give their energy to. The Hangman is sitting upside down, but in order to understand something, you have to know what's before and what's before it. The Hangman, what becomes before the Hangman is the Justice card. So justice is making you look at something different. Is it your justice? Is it justice that you're seeing in the world? Are you actually seeing justice? So you're believing in justice now? Justice is making you see something different. And also, ultimately, this new beginning is actually making you off a part of yourself. And I say off because it's dying. A part of yourself. It's gone. It's no more with this new perspective. With this new epiphany, a part of your old self that you thought was so much your identity is gone now. So what do? We start anew. And then what comes with that newness, it ultimately comes patience, because patience has to be there, because this is a new bike. Never drove this bike before. I cannot drive this new bike, this totally new bike. What people don't understand is that the Hangman, and the Hangman is followed by the Death card, which means something is totally new. This is a whole new change, a whole new environment. This kind of makes me think of like people who hit the lottery. That's how intense something is. You cannot then go living still how you used to. You got wings now, baby. It's time for you to fly. Most people who hit the lottery and still try to stay on the ground, we see what happens. We see what happens. They try to keep it. And then I think about the celebrity that try to want to keep it real and stay up in the hood. And the next thing you know, we know what happened to them. Sometimes when life elevates you, you do have to have patience with yourself to get this new rhythm of life. It's almost like pressing pause. And then you have this epiphany that you're going to do things differently. Well, when you press play again, you have to have patience with yourself to kind of get that rhythm back, to kind of get your emotion back, to kind of be flexible again. There's a need for you to have patience. I know you're seeing things different. I know you're seeing things in a whole new light. I know you're ready to just take off running. The moment that your feet touch the pavement, I know you're ready to run. But remember to take patience with yourself, because you have to have patience, because temptation is coming. That old way of thinking may be coming. Them old people, those old environments, the nostalgia is coming. That fake chain that you broke here, you're going to feel that chain on you again. It's going to be totally an illusion. That's why we need patience. We need to kind of let the air go. We can't really have these types of spurts of compulsiveness where we kind of just think right then and there and do something. Give yourself time. Didn't Jesus give himself 3 days? Like, come on now. Why are you giving yourself 2 minutes? Think about that one. Didn't Jesus give himself 3 days? Why are we giving ourselves 20 minutes? Okay. Why? Why are we? Why we feel like we have to make these big changes so quick? Why? Why are we this impatient with ourselves? You know, when you think about it, what are we rushing for? What's the rush? I have time to think things out. I have time to make a clear decision. Why am I rushing? What is the rush? Okay. And then as you go through these types of events, all right, as you get through these types of events here, towers happen, because you started out with your mind. Now you got to break down foundations. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now you got to break these foundations. You started with your mind. You start seeing things differently. You had a dream. You had an epiphany, a download. Now these foundations that you may have created out of that old way of thinking, there may be still residency there. You may be still paying rent. You may be still rooming in some type of foundation. Now it comes down to crumbling. And the tower is a beautiful card. We see the tower of destruction, of this, but really the tower is you averting chaos. You tearing down the chaos. That is what the uproar is about. That is what the crumbling of something, because you're tearing down this chaos. If you think about it, if there's an environment where, let's say, the workplace has become toxic and chaotic, you have to revamp the whole system. We have to start over. We have to figure out, where is the head? Where did this grow? Where did it stem? We got to cut out the root of that and plant a new seed. We have to grow something totally different. We have to build something totally different. We have to, have a totally different aura in this place. We may have to change some furniture around for you to feel like that something is new, because this is a new beginning. The old isn't here anymore. Then it's the light. Then you're met with the light that's in your mind. The light that you see in your mind, you actually see outside. Then it's the light. So somebody's going through a series of transformation. Starting with their head first, depending on where you are. We went through about 5 steps. So depending on where you are after that, you could be in a transition mode where you are kind of going through this death and rebirth. And then you can be in a position where you're being patient with yourself. You're learning how to love again, learning how to walk again, learning how to talk again, learning how to eat again, learning how to be again. Okay, learning, tapping back into your creative juices. And then we have that temptation. So maybe you may be in a point where you've been doing everything, but your temptation, these addictions, these old bonds, all of this fear is coming up again. And you have to be patient with yourself through that. Okay? And then some of you guys, you could be at the point where the tower is happening. You're realizing you went to your old house and realizing you outgrew it. There's things that you ignored that you can't ignore. All right, let's see what else we got. Loving the energy of this reading, loving the pace of this reading. Let's see what else we have. Oh, MG, some of you're in the star moment. The star is here. So you're seeing the light that you see in your mind come out to your heart. So, matter of fact, a round of applause. A round of applause. Pat yourself on the back. I don't care how small it is. I don't care that nobody ain't tell you nothing. I don't care that you feel like it wasn't significant. Pat yourself on the back. I don't even care if you don't know what you did on that. Pat yourself on the back. Get in the habit of celebrating yourself. Okay? Get in the habit of celebrating yourself. Some of you guys, you're seeing this light in your mind that you've seen upside down, that no one else seen it. Now it's coming to... Now it's here now. Oh, we're here now. Okay? We're here now. All right? And then we're here to completion. Okay? Now, the moon, the star is, what comes after the star is the moon. So these are illusions, fear, anxiety, subconscious, and also intuition. All right. You're starting to see other faces, other sides of different things. This light is reflecting. The star is reflecting, okay? You can see the stars. When do you see a star shine brightest? Is it when the sun is shining? Or is it when the moon is shining? It's when the moon is out. It's when the moon is out. For some of you guys, there is some type of illusion. There is some type of fear that's happening here. There's another face to the story, but it's here so you can see your light. How about that? We don't talk about the moon being a mirror. No, we don't. We don't talk about the moon mirroring things. We don't talk about the moon being a reflector. Okay? Also, we don't talk about when the moon shines, the stars shine. The stars are aligned. Okay? We talk about just the two-facedness and the darkness and the hidden secrets. We don't talk about the intuitiveness. You're looking at the moon through light. Because your light, it's everything shining around you. Even the darkness, you've illuminated the darkness. Not so scared of the dark. For some of you guys, you were scared of the dark. Now you sleep in total darkness. Pitch black. Because you know you are the light in the room. Not afraid to go pitch black. Not afraid to cut everything off. All right? Now we doubling back. For some of you guys, unfinished business. You were able to blossom and grow, but there was still some type of foundation, and you guys know exactly what it is because the light's shining on it. There was still some type of foundation. Oh, no. How I'm looking at this, your light is breaking down someone else's tower. Oh, goodness gracious, you've healed. You've healed. A healed soul can only heal. When you tap into your inner healing, you become a walking, living, talking, breathing machine that is going to avert chaos in everything that it touches. That's a healer. You're going to crack a belief system, crack a paradigm, break a chain everywhere you go. Your foot is in pavement now, and your foot is on pavement shining light, and light at the chaos. So for some of you guys, this is a crazy ass position. Have you heard the saying, your light irritates demons? Performing exorcisms. Literally. Performing exorcisms. Your light is literally breaking down towers. It's breaking down buildings. It's breaking down old belief system, tradition of lack, tradition of disease, okay, tradition of loneliness, of insecurity. Your light. So now we're reflecting, you did your work. Now a person is going to see you and know I got to do my work. Someone's going to see you and say, I can't quite skate out of this one without doing my work. I got to do my work. The more and more they see you, they're like, you are work. For some of you guys, you don't know why you ruffle people's feathers. You don't know why people they got to say something crazy to you. Somebody's seeing your light and they seeing like, I have to be better. I got to be a better person. And then some people may see it and it's still like, I have to be a better person. And then they kind of get that through their twisted mind and be like, well, who do they think they are? And they can't be judging me. Have you ever been around a person who you ain't said nothing? You ain't even judged them. You ain't even say the things that they've accused you of thinking. Crazy people who feel like, I can just feel the energy and you thinking all that. You ain't even say these things to them. You don't even think these things about them. But when they see you, the chaos that they've built, the foundations that they've built, they become so evident to them. The towers that they have to crush, it becomes so evident to them. So some people may look at it could be just like a broke person working to be a millionaire, and then they see another person become a millionaire. It could be some envy in between that. It could be a little jealousy in between that. Notice when you get to spaces of jealousy and envy. Y'all just let that go over your head, okay? Y'all let that go over your head. Notice when you get to spaces of jealousy and envy. Notice where you are. Notice why. Not boasting, not in the energy of, big-headedness. Notice where you are in your journey. Notice what you're doing. Notice how you're healing. Notice how you're causing that confusion. You're making this person ask questions about their lives, about themselves that they would have never asked had they never seen your light. And the fact that they know you, the fact that some of these people may be your family, your friends, your lover, your co-workers you see every day, the fact that they know you, it makes it even more intense. It makes it even more intense. You're doing brilliant work. Brilliant work. The brilliancy is just, okay. Let's go ahead and get something. Let me go into this other deck because I'm getting a little too excited. Okay. Getting a little too. All right, let's see. All right, let's see what's coming towards you. All right, let's see what's coming towards you. What you about to walk into? What is Libra about to walk into? You're doing amazing work. All major arcana for your energy. Hangman, the star with the tower. All major arcana for your energy. All right, you're in a star quality. A star is born. A star was born. Okay, you got the 8 of Wands popping out here. 8 of Wands. Things happening. Things are happening. Manifestations are coming to fruition. And all of this stuff is coming to fruition because, again, you need to know what's before a thing and what's after a thing. Because you stood your ground. You were in that 7 of Wands energy. Standing up for what it is you believe in. There's a lot of people who are against you, which means your light is irritating people. And you said so. This is what I believe. This is, you ain't gonna make me go back. You ain't gonna make me go back to the way I used to think. I off that part of myself. I'm not that person anymore. I can't go back there. It's impossible. It's impossible. I can't go back there. I can't do those things again. I can't behave in a way that you want me to behave, friend, family, lover. I know you knew me back then. I know you knew who I was. But now, I'm totally different. I've been reborn. I've seen the light. I am the light. I've seen the light that I was. There is the 8 of Wands here. It's coming to you. You stood your ground. Stood your ground. Environment's changing now. Look at you. Environment's changing. Because why does the environment change? Because you're a walking light. You're shining. You're shining on the chaos. You're making people grow. You're watering people. Watering people. You're watering people. Right? So now the Magician is here. All right, so now everything's happening so fast. And you decided to doubt yourself. Or there's some type of doubt that you're walking into. Or that's coming towards you. Someone could be, there could be a manipulator here. For some of you guys, you're bringing life to some type of untapped power. But I do feel like that there's a conversation with the person who could be trying to manipulate something. There's a manipulation here. Something that you're walking into. It's kind of unclear for me if I were to be 100% honest with you. This manipulation, this magician is way out of it's something way out of left field. All right, I'm just gonna be 100% honest with you. Okay, there he is. There we go. Boom. Stand your ground. Another tower. It becomes easier for you as you get your footing. You step into this energy as the 7. You step back a little bit. Take your power back from someone. For some of you guys, there is a tower here. There is a tower here. There's a person. There's a foundation. There's a relationship that is built off of a false foundation that can't hold you no more. Now, you may love the person, but the foundation and with the house in which you build this relationship can't hold you anymore. So there needs to be talk of a, what's it called? Remodeling of some type of a building, of a aura of a relationship going under construction, because who you are, like I said, you can't go back. You can't go back. You also may contact a person who your light. It's your light. Because you are the star. For some of you guys, you were just born this way. You came here with a changed perspective. You came here thinking differently. You are special. I'm going to just have this closing message here. You are special. And I feel like this is going to wrap something up for some of you guys. And I feel like a lot of you guys are going to resonate with this. You are special. You came here with a different perspective. You came here with sight. You have sight. You have an eye. You have sight. You came here looking at things. You came here seeing. You're an observer. Observer and an absorber. So be mindful, okay? You came here as to see, because you have sight, you have vision, big picture thinking. What's it called? Pilates energy? Might be saying that wrong, but y'all catch the drift, okay? You have this sight where you came to this world and you seen how the world operated, and you said, why are people operating this way? This is clearly a hoax. This is a trap. This is clearly a trap to get you thinking a certain way. This is, some of you guys were these kids that see, this is a trap. This is an illusion. This isn't real. Some of you guys you're very, very special. And you, no matter what, your light, you have this light that's in you, because it's not just your beauty, which you are beautiful, gorgeous, handsome, okay? You are beautiful. It's not just your beauty. It's how you how you see the world totally different. You're walking upside down here, seeing things totally different. People are not going to relate. A lot of people are not going to relate. And you have this energy where you don't even have to say anything. And the fact that you came the way you came, it makes a person think like, why isn't my light on? Why am I still in light? Why am I trying to dim people's lights? How is this person able to come in this room and not say anything, but they're bright? I can't even see. I gotta wear shades around them. How do they get this light? How do I get that light? Where if I already have my light inside, how do I turn my light on high beam? You're making people think these questions, okay? Think these things. Ask themselves different questions. They get different results. You are performing exorcisms. Exorcising out the darkness. And just the person being around your light is a blessing. Just a person being in the same room as your light. Have you ever been somewhere you've never been? Like, let's say you're going to run errands and you notice tons of people looking at you, watching you. You can be blowing your nose or scratching, trying to, scratch your head, and you look up and you're like, what the hell are you all in my face for? Could I scratch my head? Could I eat? Have you ever thought of that? Like, dang, could I take a sip of water? It's like that. Your light is very, very special. You're needed here. People need to see you. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. For some of you guys, you are very, very strong. Okay? You've been fighting, not against people, fighting your vision. Fighting for your vision. You've been fighting for this vision. That's what you stand up for. Your big vision, your big picture thinking. You've been fighting for this. You've been standing your ground on your vision, on your big picture, on the fact that you see things totally different. You stand on it. You stand on it. You are it. You show up as it. You don't have to say anything. Have to do anything. You show up as that light. I know I said I was going to close, so we're going to do one more. Okay, we tapping into love. There's victories when it comes to relationships. It's some relationships that are definitely going to see your light. It's some relationships who you can grow with. Not all of these foundations you made with the lower parts of yourself. Not all of these foundations you made to kind of like break and get away with. So you don't have to fear loneliness. Some of you guys fear loneliness. Some of you guys stay small because you fear, well, at least I'm surrounded by. Well, at least I have people that love me. Well, at least I got people. Well, at least I'm not alone. I can tolerate this for a while. Instead of having the fear of being lonely. There's a relationship here. There's also a love relationship that is going to put you in a place where it's going to be uncomfortable. Let's just say that. trying to dress it up for y'all, but hey, y'all know me. It's going to be a little uncomfortable. Ruffle feathers. But we talking about the bonds that you can make here. There's a relationship that is going to come to you and tell you, thank you for being you. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you for having a different way of looking at things. Thank you for your vision, for how you think, for how you love, for how you heal. Thank you. I've always seen you. I've always seen your light. I've always admired your light. Maybe at times I felt frustrated because I didn't know if I had that light. But thank you for never dimming your light, because you kept me hopeful of who I am. For some of you guys, you're way more than you give yourself credit for. And that's because you are light. You ain't gonna walk around like, yeah, and I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. That's because you are light. You get to reflect off different things. Light needs the darkness. Remember, light needs the darkness. You know how to shine in the darkness. You're not afraid of no darkness. You may get a little scared here and there. This temptation may come up, but you tap back in. You don't even have to tap back in too strong. The strength card ain't out here. It's just the 7 of Wands. You can tap back in with that strength. A little mustard seed of faith. But there's a person who's going to come and tell you, I appreciate you. And it's this tower. I appreciate you for helping me think differently. I appreciate you for helping me grow, for understanding, for you pointed out these false foundations before I even knew they were false foundations. And I may have fought you for this. I may have been in that same, I may have believed in these things because they're belief systems. Just like how you muster up your strength and you're fighting for what it is you believe in and you're not letting go. There's people who fighting for that tower, who don't want that tower to fall down, who believe in that tower, who can't see anything else but the tower. So without the tower, where do you want, what do we have? So there's someone who's fighting for a tower, and then there's someone who gracefully let a tower go. Gracefully let this go and remembers. Once you start seeing, you remember, well, you think about like, wow, I'm tapping to this. Who knew this? They remember your words. They remember the things you said. They remember why you did what you did. The cycle of life. All right. So I'm going to leave this reading right here. I hope this reading resonates. If it does, make sure you give this reading a big thumbs up and make sure you guys are subscribed. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.